If you are selling over the phone, these preset appointments have been proven to work selling over the phone. I know some people don't think preset appointments when they're thinking telesales, but what I can tell you again from the experience that we've had with agents who are selling over the phone, they've done very well with these preset appointments. Agents who are selling IMOs or agencies who are selling face to face nationwide or statewide. So maybe you have an agency that covers most of a state where we could set that appointment for the agency. And then you can figure out which agent, depending on their availability or the area in the state, or maybe you have a large agency, it's multi-state. We've again last year that was one of the things that we were doing is essentially setting it for the agency and then letting the agency figure out exactly how to distribute that to the agent. So face to face, that's a really big area that you're talking about covering, right? You have multi-states that you have agents located in or statewide or majority of a state. And then agents who are selling face to face in an area with a large population, think metro areas. So we can't pull water out of a rock. Unfortunately, I wish we could. And what I mean by that is if you live in an area with a smaller population center. I'll give you an example. I live in an area where there's only about 30,000 people total population within like a 20-mile vicinity. And even if you increase the miles of the range of where I'm currently located, even if you went out to say 50 miles, it's still not going to be a big population. And that's total population. That's not seniors, right? So when you're looking at like a population number or a population density map as an example, you have to really start to funnel the number in. Some people will reach out to me and say, "Glenn, this this population center has 1 million people. How can you not generate enough preset appointments in this area?" Well, we're looking at the seniors, right? So you have to look at the senior population, the 65 plus population. Now you're taking that down further because these are people who have opted in that we have then called and they agreed verbally to that preset appointment. So it starts to really funnel down quickly. So in an area like where I live currently, I would have to sell over the phone or I'd have to be ready to really drive a long distance to make this preset appointment program work. So that's something to keep in mind because again, the area that you choose to market in is going to be half the battle, right? We want to make sure that you have the volume that you want for these preset appointments. That way you can have the success that you want to have and write as much business as possible this AEP. So who is it not for? Who would not be a good fit for this preset appointment program? If again, like we talked about with the area a second ago, if it was me and I went to Lead Heroes right now and I said, "Hey, I'm only staying in my little city of 30,000 people," which, I don't know what the senior population of this city is off the top of my head, but I know it's going to be very, very small of that number. Um, this wouldn't be a great fit for the Lead Heroes preset appointment program because it is such a small population center. So I would need to do telesales or have a huge, huge area that I'm willing to drive. If you are looking for in-office preset appointments, this happens every year that we do appointment setting. We have people who ask us to do this. We've tried it many, many times over the years. It's just not a great fit. You're trying to get this senior to commit to driving to your office. Maybe they don't even have transportation. It can be very difficult to get someone to commit to going into your office. I understand why you guys want that. Of course, it would be great to have a line form, in front of your agency office, right? They're just literally out the door around the corner like it's Black Friday. I wish this program could do that, but it doesn't. That's not what it's designed for. These are in-home appointments. You are visiting the senior or you are contacting the senior over the phone. That is how the preset appointment program works. And then one of the last ones I have here is if you're brand new, you've never sold a policy before, we'll get to the cost of the program at the end of the webinar, but this isn't something that necessarily a brand new green agent would want to do. Maybe there's a different type of marketing path that they should take this AEP. Talk to your upline, talk to the agency owner or the FMO, and figure out what would be the best fit for you this AEP. But again, I think if you can come into this with a little bit of experience, even if you're new this year and this is your first AEP, but you have some selling experience coming into it, I think you can do really well with the preset appointment program. Also, if you notice at the bottom of the page here, you guys, leadheroes.com, we have a ton of information about the company and about all of our services on there that you can check out. Either, once we wrap up the webinar, feel free to jump on that website.